The Caribbean is widely considered a tropical paradise. It's the kind of place anyone would want to go for their vacations, with its warm waters and sandy beaches. Of course, the sea is far from the paragon of peacefulness that some purport it to be. Hurricanes and earthquakes ravage the islands and coastlines of the Caribbean Sea. Most notably, the sea is host to one of the most ominous locations on the planet, the Bermuda Triangle. Also known as the Devil's Triangle, the Bermuda Triangle has its vertices at Miami, Florida, San Juan, Puerto Rico, and the island of Bermuda, from which it gets its name. It is well known for the number of ships and planes which have disappeared mysteriously within its boundaries. Of course, you will have heard the theories. Aliens, ghosts, the lost city of Atlantis, maybe Bigfoot caused it. However, you may have also heard some of the more plausible myths as well. Some say that the area of the triangle messes up compasses due to some sort of magnetic anomaly. This is simply not true. Compasses naturally shift their exact location that they point to. Such a phenomenon is known as magnetic variation. There are very few locations in which magnetic north and true north are the same. So then, if it isn't the alien ghost of Bigfoot hiding out in Atlantis, and it isn't magnetic anomalies, what could it be? Well, the truth is, there really is nothing special about the Bermuda Triangle. Many of the disappearances espoused by writers for years have been misrepresented, exaggerated, or quite simply made up completely. There are some natural phenomena which could cause inexperienced sailors to sink, though. The Gulf Stream is a current which flows out of the Caribbean Sea and up across the eastern coast of the US all the way up to Canada. Consider it like a river inside an ocean. Explorer and colonist Juan Ponce de Leon noted that, although they had great wind, they could not proceed forward. Such a current could cause inexperienced sailors to meet their demise. A rather frightening geologic phenomenon is a methane hydrate. These are deposits of methane gas in the sea floor. When disturbed, the methane bubbles up to the surface. When that happens, the water becomes frothy and loses its buoyancy. That means that even on the calmest of calm days, with no obstacles for miles around, a ship can still sink with seemingly no cause. It would just suddenly drop like a rock. This may seem like it could explain a great number of disappearances in the Triangle, but alas, the United States Geological Survey has confirmed that there have been no methane hydrates in the Triangle's area for over 15,000 years. Storms are very common in the Caribbean, especially hurricanes, massive storms which can cause billions of dollars in damages and take hundreds to thousands of lives. The Triangle is in the path of many hurricanes, and as such, a lot of deaths and disappearances have been linked to them. Microbursts, sudden downward blasts of wind like bombs, have also been attributed to a number of deaths there. Last, but certainly not least, is the factor of pilot error. Humans are very fallible, and can make mistakes all the time. Some of the most famous disappearances can be attributed to human error. For instance, the USS Cyclops is a well-known victim of the Triangle. It carried with it a large number of manganese ore, and on its voyage out from the Bermuda Triangle, it sank. Of course, it didn't help that one of its engines was out, and it was overloaded with cargo far too heavy for it. Another instance was the famed Flight 19, in which a training squadron of jet fighters disappeared over the Triangle. The loss has been attributed to navigational errors, causing the fighters to run out of fuel. Ultimately, the Bermuda Triangle is far, far less dangerous than some might think. It was popularized by sensationalist media, capitalized on by the History Channel, and misreported on by mystery writers. In the end, the Bermuda Triangle is really no more dangerous than any other sea, and it isn't even included in a list of top 10 most dangerous waters for shipping by the World Wildlife Fund. So if you're ever out in the upper Caribbean, don't worry. You're plenty safe, as long as you know what you're doing.